Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Welcome back, fight fans. Let's just dig right into it. Saul Canelo Alvarez has roughly 4 names, for his fight for September. And this is according to an article published by Boxing News 24 and Eddie Hearn. And let's just go over those names: Demetrius Andrade, Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, and Callum Smith. These are the 4 names roughly that Canelo Alvarez could end up fighting in September, and he has to nail this down within the next 2 weeks. So he's going to pick from one of these 4 opponents within the next 2 weeks, and it could really come any day now. Each one of these guys brings something different to the table, and I think that all of these fights are unique and good in their own way. I don't think any of these fights are bad fights, and by taking any of these fights doesn't mean he's ducking any fighter. Clearly, Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing, and he's fighting only the best proven fighters. All of these guys are world champions or former world champions. These are a few quotes from Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn stated that the Zone wants to make Canelo Triple G the biggest fight out there aside of Joshua Ruiz, but Canelo Kovalev is a huge fight. Of course, we have 2 men in the mix we're pushing in Callum Smith and Demetrius Andrade, or Magi Selecki should he be victorious over Demetrius Andrade, whoever wins on Saturday, because that's the undisputed fight. And I found that very interesting because, at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez can still become undisputed with the franchise WBC championship because he's the real champion at 160 pounds for the WBC title. So you have to be honest and unbiased about that. He also stated, in any event in September, you've got to close to 2 weeks to close this in the next 2 weeks because we're already in July next week. So I think all of this makes a big difference. Who will Canelo Alvarez choose? We don't know. But Demetrius Andrade, undisputed, I think that's a history-making fight. And I think, a lot of people that are saying that he's ducking Charlo are people saying he's ducking Demetrius Andrade. I don't think taking Demetrius Andrade, Triple G, Kovalev, or Smith is ducking any fighter, period. But if Canelo Alvarez can literally make history against Demetrius Andrade by becoming undisputed, he could, go and dare to be even greater than what he already is by moving up 2 weight classes and fighting Sergey Kovalev. He could move up another weight class and fight Callum Smith, a World Boxing Super Series winner, or he could end up fighting Triple G in a trilogy, which will be exciting. And most people don't really want to see the Triple G fight, but that doesn't change the fact that will still be an exciting and very entertaining fight. So Canelo Alvarez has 4 of the top level, elite level opponents. Demetrius Andrade at this point is not an elite level fighter, not proven, but he could prove to be when he faces Canelo. We just need to see the fight and see what level Demetrius Andrade is. Demetrius Andrade has good skill set. He's a very intelligent boxer, has good defense. But out of all of these fights, I think the one that intrigues most boxing fans is the Sergey Kovalev fight. The fact that Canelo Alvarez would be able to move up so much in weight to take on a challenge that big, I think people would truly commend him. And people would also like to see Canelo Alvarez go against Demetrius Andrade and go for the undisputed crown first. I think all of these are great fights, and I typically think that, Demetrius Andrade, if I was going to pick for Canelo, I think that would be the fight to make. Just simply, to add one more thing to your legacy, to be undisputed. I think that would be a huge, huge thing for Canelo Alvarez. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.